Mr. Fall, and this is my favorite time of the year, the month of October. And especially for you, I'm going to be part of a Q&A where you can ask me questions and hopefully I will answer correctly. Right? How long have I been coming to the Gaithersburg Oktoberfest? Well, I go back quite a ways. I believe this is my 12th October at the Gaithersburg Oktoberfest, and I'm very happy to have been part of it for so long. I'm not getting any younger, you know. You know, actually, my favorite memory is something that happens every year. Every year, at least 5 to 6 to 10 to 15 times, I have people come up to me and said, you know what? Every year, I get a picture of you with my little ones, except they're not so little anymore. They've gone from here to here. In fact, some of them are catching up with me. My favorite fall activity. Well, you know, some of my favorite fall activities are right here, because I love listening to the music. The German music is so great. I like walking around, visiting the other trees, watching the foliage turn and drop into the ground, and people raking it up, getting all set for the winter. You know, I've heard of pumpkin spice, but the problem is pumpkins are squat and they're low to the ground, so I hardly ever see them, except when I trip over them, and there's not much spice in that. Oh, you know, it's been a hard year for all of us. We've had to distance ourselves and stay home and keep away from the people we love the most. But you know what? The great thing about taking advantage of it is this year, it's one of the most beautiful times of the year. The air is not too cold and not too warm, so you can take your time and go out and walk around all the great vistas of changing trees and nice back roads and things like that, and walking by the streams with your family. Now, because all I eat is fertilizer, some water, some sunlight, and occasionally some dirt, this is going to be real interesting. Here goes. This is better than wild oak. Okay, hello. My name is Tim Marone, and I am a professional actor, and I have been the face behind Mr. Fall at the Gaithersburg Oktoberfest for the past 12 years. And it has been a great 12 years. Without boring you totally, I was trained as a stage actor, so I have performed on stage for the past, close to 30 years. I've done anything from Shakespeare to circus. So I would say that my background is somewhat varied, but not a lot of continuity. Actually, I came up with the character Mr. Fall. It was based on another character that I did called the Green Man. It's a Celtic mythical character who lives in the forest. And I'd had a green costume made with greens and browns and earth tones. And after doing that character for a few years, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a similar character, but in autumn colors? Mr. Fall is not an easy entry. Mr. Fall takes about anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours to put on. And the reason why that is so complicated for me is you're blending two colors that mesh together very easily, yellow and burgundy. So you could just be an orange mess and look like a pumpkin if you don't take your time and make sure you don't smudge your lines. So I'm not the fastest makeup artist, so it takes me a while to get him into character. Very good question. Usually, on average, some people learn faster than others, but usually it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to get somewhat proficient on it. Years and years ago, I was asked if I wanted to be a super in an opera. And a super is a person who doesn't sing, doesn't talk. They're just crowd, pretty much. So I said yes to that. I could be a person in a crowd. The next question was, do you do still work? And of course, being a performer, not wanting to lose a job, I said yes. So I had to learn how to stilt in about 2 weeks. And the only thing I can tell you right now is that I'm a lot better right now, 25 years later, than I was back then. I can be proud to say that I have never, well, I've tripped as Uncle Sam, I've tripped as Abe Lincoln, I have tripped as a toy soldier, and I've tripped as a ringmaster, but I have never, ever tripped as Mr. Fall, all due to my own negligence. How has COVID-19 changed my career as a performer? I guess anybody in the entertainment industry could give a long answer to that. Because I do stage work primarily and deal with live audiences, because it's not safe for us to gather until we can have large crowds again. Pretty much work has slowed down almost completely. So musicians, event planners, people in the entertainment industry across the board basically are pretty much at a standstill right now. So all we have to do right now is just be patient, be safe, do our part in being respectful of others, and hopefully we will see the other side of this sometime in the not too distant future.